In this video, we will learn about z-scores. So first off, a z-score converts any normal curve to the standard normal curve. And the formula for finding a z-score is z equals x minus the mean over standard deviation, where the mu is the mean and sigma is the standard deviation. So we need to use z-scores because when we're trying to find an area, we only know the areas based off of the standard normal curve. So we have our standard normal with our mean 0 and our standard deviation 1. And we know that our z-score chart will give us the area between, below, and above each of these numbers. Now we won't always have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So that's when the z-score comes in. So say we wanted to find the areas, the probabilities of a certain test. And we're going to say the test average was 80 and the standard deviation was 5. So we're going to say mean 80 and standard deviation is 5. So we can't use the chart here because we don't have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 5. So that's what the z-score is going to help us do. So I'm going to draw out this, so we would have 85, 90, and 95. And then we would go subtract 5, so we have 75 and 70 and 65. So what the z-score is going to allow us to do, it's going to take this normal curve and convert it into the standard normal. So we can see that we have 80 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our value, say we wanted to figure out what percent of people got a higher than a 90. So we're going to say x is 90. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that x value, we're going to take that 90, and we're going to subtract the mean. So when we subtract that mean, it's going to take us back down to our standard normal curve. So it's going to move us left 80 spots. Now that will help us with the left and right. Now the standard deviation is going to help us with how wide or how thin our curve is. So we can see that the standard normal is 1 space apart, and this one is 5 spaces apart. So to get it back to 1 space apart, we have to divide it by our standard deviation, which is 5. So the minusing the mean will get us back left to the 0, because we're moving 80 spots to the left, so we'll get back to centered at 0. And the dividing by 5 will get us from spread out from 5 back to being spread out to 1. So that's what the z-score formula does. It allows us to go from any normal curve to the standard normal curve. And that is how you use the z-score formula.